praise in my heart, got a praise on my lips. Gotta praise him every chance that I get. I get so excited about what he's done for me. So excited, yeah. So excited about what God's done for me. So excited I get. Got a praise in my heart, got a praise on my lips. Gotta praise him every chance that I get. I get so excited about what God's done for me. So excited I get. So excited about what God's done for me. So excited, yes.
What's going on, good people? Happy Friday to you. I'm excited to be with you all this evening. God is good. He's on the throne, making intercession for me. It's Friday, y'all. Good God Almighty, it's Friday. How do I like to start off my weekend? With my tribe. Welcome to Conversations with Fran. I'm your host, Francesca White. We're going to get into it tonight. We're talking about motivation, what is yours, and what I did not do while the opening intro was rolling because I was kind of admiring it. I redid it. Did you notice? Did you like? Did you take it in? Hallelujah to Jesus. I was excited. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make that change real quick while you all do me the awesome favor. And remember to subscribe, like, and share. It is the Just Fran channel. Come on. I'm loving how the background on the Just Fran channel at the bottom of your screen. Wait, me point. Right there. Right there is blended with my complexion tonight. Jesus is on the throne. I'm trying to tell y'all tonight he's on the throne. Making an intercession for me. Anywho. Lord, why the first thing I pull up when I open my my Facebook is Kelly Price changed her status to got married. I'm really trying to leave this alone because y'all know I love me some Kelly Price, but sis, come on now, work with me. I'm trying to hold up the bloodstained banner for you, but you are not making this easy. I know it is your life and it is your time to shine. You wrote the song and you living it out. But sis, help me help you. Okay? You doing the most. She posted the picture of the man that she's married to. And let me tell you, they are running it in the ground, Lord. They're running it in the ground. But y'all bear with it. Anyway. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I got that public now, so we good to go. All right. Whew, there we go. All right. There we go. Okay, thank you for telling me. Hopefully it's clear now, because you know, me and this Wi-Fi, we don't get along all the time. It ain't always my friend, so thank you for looking out for me. Anywho, let's get into it. So, okay. I posed the question on Facebook last Sunday. What motivates you to participate in your local church, right? And I'm just taking into consideration the fact that the majority of those that watch go to church. And the response was overwhelming in regards to how people felt about what motivates them to participate in their local church. I really took an interest in the ones who said that they don't participate in their local church. The reason being is because that was mainly my reason for asking. I got my churchy answers. No disrespect. I appreciate it because that's what we're supposed to do. You know, the one that got me and almost sent me into a full-blown shondo, I think her is Apostle Allen. She put a charge to keep I have and a God to glorify. Let me tell you, my Baptist soul got happy. Because that is one of many favorite verses of church songs that I like to. A charge to keep I have, a mighty God to glorify. Listen, okay? If you felt what I felt when I was singing it, what I was singing just now, and you already know it don't take much. One day, I was living in sin. Jesus came down and took me in. It filled my heart with love. And then he wrote my name above. I think I'm going to sing that Sunday. All my help. Baby, whoo! That, it just does it for me, y'all, okay? So, those answers I expected when I asked what motivates you, in your local church. Okay? That I expected. Um the ones that got me were the ones that said, no, I don't. No, nothing motivates me to participate in my local church. Then I heard answers like, my work schedule prohibits me from participating in my local church. I'm not faithful. Then one answer, I don't participate in my local church, but I've grown closer to God. So that's taking the more, I'm not doing things out of religiosity. I'm doing it out of spirituality. Okay. My connection with the Lord. I've heard every possible answer. The majority of them I understand. The ones that I don't understand are the ones where people chose not to participate in their local church because of people. You got to wipe your behind just like the next person. You not about to stop me from going to church. You know what I'm saying? Participating in it. It's too many churches that need assistance. Okay? All right? Way too many. I understand church hurt. I've been doing my best to stay away from that topic because I feel like until I'm able to be completely and totally unbiased in my response to that, because my experience is different. My experience is different because, and I'm once again why I have chosen not to go after that topic with both barrels is because I feel like I have a biased opinion. I'm not sure to a complete degree, and I'm being honest with you all, if my position as a pastor's daughter, the allegiance I feel to the work of the church, because I feel I'm honoring God when I honor my parents. And in honoring my parents, I'm not going to allow them to continue to toil, the way that they toiled in the beginning phase, 30 plus years in this shouldn't still look like the beginning. Where they have to you know what I'm saying? At some point, you ought to be able to enjoy the sunset of, and I'm not saying that their ministry is coming to an end, but what I am saying is, at this point, there should be enough teaching and enough leadership that they should be able to delegate things. And so I feel different because I know that there are a lot of pastors' children that do not participate in their parents' ministries for various reasons that I can't speak to. Things may have transpired, whatever. Everybody's walk is different. So I really try to just lean into that and let God be God in all situations. Period, point blank. However, I find it troubling to say that I stopped participating in church, period, point blank, because of people. Because then I feel like there's some things that I need to take into consideration well, you mean to tell me at no church you can make it? Because it's been said. It's been said. By who? Can't tell you. But it's been said. It's been said. See, Bernie Mac be slipping out every now and again. Y'all gotta bear with me. But anyway. It's been said that if everywhere you go, there's a problem. Now, this is where I get in trouble with Dr. Susie, because she said it's always my facial expressions. Well, tonight, we bless God and take into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Is it me? Is it I? Okay. All right. Ooh, mother's in the building tonight. Mother is in the building tonight. Apostle, God bless you. She was the one that put in a charge to keep our half. Yes. Sorry, I wasn't looking in my comment section because I was in the middle of my thought. Okay. But anyway, hi. So good to have you here tonight. Oh my goodness, you just made my night. Hi y'all. Hey Nika. Okay. Absolutely. Okay, so back to it. So that's kind of my thing. What motivates you? And the reason I asked the question is because not just what made me pose the question on Facebook was, I kind of seen something that on Sunday, because I sometimes I have to do things so that I can get what I need from God, because I spend the majority of morning service making sure that the people of God receive what they need as well. Being a servant. So it means that I have to, sometimes I have to replenish. I have to go somewhere and be replenished and get, so that I can keep going or whatever. Where I can just sit and be ministered to, similar to how everyone else likes to come to church and be ministered to, right? Well, long story short, it really just kind of peeled back some layers. And it was like the word that I got at the 3 p.m. service kind of spoke volumes to something that I witnessed earlier. And it really just made me go, okay, so if a person is not motivated anymore, well, then are you just, has church just become a check? You know what I'm saying? Because can I be real? Okay. So I've been a praise and worship leader where I would sing and do praise and worship at another church and then come to my home church and serve, right? And I've been blessed that the services that I would go to prior to coming to Holy Mount Calvary for church, when I say it was like the going to an 8 o'clock service, which is something that I used to do in my early 20s. And watch this. And I would go to an AME church just because I appreciate different worship settings. I'm not, everybody got a buckshot, wig flying off. It doesn't always have to be that. Sometimes you can't, with the people, you can worship with the people that say it don't take all that. Sometimes it doesn't, because sometimes all I want to hear is a hymn, because I know what else I'm going to get during the day. So I can say I have an eclectic palette when it comes to church services and to worship. Sometimes I want the hymns. Sometimes I want to have to read the third verse, and read it out of the hymnal. Sometimes I like going to the churches where they have corporate recitation. Because I know a lot of y'all don't remember this. Let the words of my mouth, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Wilt thou teach me how to serve thee? You know what I'm saying? But that comes from my childhood. Because the same church that all of my help, all my, but the beginning of the service started off with that song. One of the first songs I learned to play and played in my home church. So there's that. Anyway, so some of the churches, no, I don't want to say some. The churches that I would serve as the worship leader, services are good, you know? And then if something began to transpire, whether it be issues with musicians, something happening there, what are some other issues that could happen? Pastoral whippings from the pulpit, that type of stuff. Not directed at me. I'm just saying, I've been in some settings like that. Then it's like it wasn't as enjoyable. And then it became, but I have a service to provide, and so that's what I'm going to do. But then when you don't even enjoy providing the service anymore, that's when you have to decide, well, do I really need the money that bad? Maybe I can just, maybe I need to consider another position. And then watch this. What bothers me is when I would see someone become a canker sore. I'm gonna let y'all sit on that. Do you know what I mean by that? Become a canker sore? I'm talking about, okay, maybe not one of them sores that you're not going to do nothing about it. You just going to let it sit there and fester until it explodes all over the place. Right? Instead of you removing yourself, you just going to sit there. Well, they going to keep paying me. I'm going to keep showing up. But is God getting the glory out of that? Or is that just you maintaining the pads in your pocket until you find a new church? Are we really going to have a conversation, or are we just going to tip around it? So, just in case you thought I was on my own in my thoughts, all money is not good money. Gospel according to Sister Maddie Brown. God bless. All right. Okay. So that's where the whole idea comes from. What is your motivation? What motivates you to get up, to do? And that's something that really, that's just something that really makes me mindful, which is something that they've been teaching a lot in the schools now. They're trying to teach children to be more mindful. And when we have so many adults who need that same quality, but, well, Jesus is still on the throne, so I guess anything is possible. All right, so let's go here. Point 1, knowing your purpose is key to being motivated. When you know your why, it motivates you to the task. Now, some might not completely agree with that. That's cool. We can agree to disagree. However, what are you motivated about? And so that's the thing. And I said, I don't know if it was Sunday or Sunday before last, but when you know your purpose, it kind of helps you. First of all, okay, no, I did say it Sunday. I was introducing Minister Wynn because she had to preach. And, and I made the statement that everyone is not good at everything, and that's fine. But when you find what you're good at and you find what your purpose is, it can be quite exciting, right? And when you're excited about your purpose, getting up is not a, it's not a hard. Now let me be clear. because I'm about to say getting up in the morning won't be such a hardship. There will still be some times that getting up will be a hardship just because you're tired, but you still have a drive about what it is that you have to do, right? Okay, because for instance, there are some Sunday mornings, okay, I didn't know that I was going to enjoy editing video. You know, I would think about certain things, but I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna learn how to do it. Well, thank you, pandemic. I learned, right? And became very comfortable with editing videos and putting things together and looking at something and seeing the shot, you know, that you're looking for, and you know, all of those different things, and that coupled with I had the opportunity to co-produce a show, you know, and what, not co-produce, co-direct a show, and it was like the actors understood what I was looking for. They understood what I was trying to convey. Seeing it come together, I mean, it was enamoring because I was on the other side of the stage. Normally, I'm on the stage making it happen, and for this particular show, I had the opportunity to do both. But when I was on the other side of it and I'm giving the directions to the actors and watching the lines on the paper come to light and seeing how it would look on camera, and it made my brain just go. And it was like, it was a joy to stay up to, okay, yeah, this is another note. Oh, she can do this and she can say this. And, oh, this is going to, you know, I mean, it never stopped. And so I began to understand this is how people can work till 4 and 5 in the morning and still turn around at 7 o'clock and pop right back up and they're ready to go. It's because it's all in their head and they're ready to move. I found that type of excitement in making sure that service was available to our church family. The idea that I have 3 or 4 different teams, strategies going in my head, from media to safety to choir to this, and it's like everything, I can see it, I can point it, and it's like I just need the people that I can go, you, delegate, let's go. That's where I am in this thing. And it's like, really? Like, I enjoy that this much? Where there are some Saturdays that are not my own, they belong to my church. Because I want to see this be a certain way. I want to see the membership. When I hear the membership telling other people about what's happening at their church, watch this, no shade. When I see that our church has been the inspiration to other churches in how they present things. Because when I tell you, it's a walk by faith over here. It is a walk by faith. But when I see that we're inspiring others to try, it's worth it to me. After Sunday morning, let me put it like, what it takes, and I mean, and this ain't nothing to brag about, because there are TV shows that do 30-minute shows once a week, and it costs millions of dollars because of production and staffing and this and in that, you know. And so because I know that, the time that it takes to ensure that our service is available virtually to the members who can't come to service, and service is at the most an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes. What it takes during the week to ensure that that happens, on top of still going to work from 8:30 to 5 every day. And then the only complete day that I could thoroughly just focus on church is on Saturday. Well, most people on Saturday, they're on their way to brunch. They have plans with, you know what I'm saying? But this is not no bragging session. I'm really trying. I can talk about me better than I talk about somebody else. Because if I was talking about somebody else, you say I was dragging them in the ground. So since I'm not dragging nobody today, I'm just talking about me. This is what it takes. A charge to keep, okay, I'm not going to mess myself up. A charge to keep I have and a God to glorify. Why? Because he said, forsake not the assembly of yourselves together. The Bible does not contradict itself. So this is why I said all of that to say, this is why when people say, I stopped going to church because of a person, but he said, forsake not the assembly. It's needed. Find you a place where you can assemble. That's all I'm saying. Knowing your purpose is key to being motivated. You know how many Sundays I leave out? Sunday school's supposed to start at 9, and I've probably already left the house just so I can already be where I need to be, so I can work. Any mishaps, any hiccups, I can try to circumvent them as much as I possibly can. It's because I enjoy what I do. And then I have to remind myself that just because I enjoy what I do doesn't mean that everybody else does. You see what I'm saying? Ooh. When you know your lane, you can thrive there. Yes, ma'am. Knowing your gift and knowing what God has blessed you with. Let's see, Sister Maddie. Thank God. Keep directing. I love my role. Bless you. I'm glad. And you do it well, too. I'm trying. Hey, Overseer. God bless you, sir. So, Johnson, since you in here, matter of fact, if there's anyone, well, I don't want to throw it out there just yet. Johnson, just put in the comment section, have you filled that position yet before I go running my mouth? While he's responding to what I just said. Here we go. Every task will not be enjoyable, but the outcome will be worth it. Not yet. Cool. Okay. So, he responded not yet. So, this is the thing. So, Metropolitan, Pastor Johnson's church, they're looking for a praise and worship leader. And bro, I just got done talking about that whole idea of being a praise and worship leader and being anointed for the task and realizing when your season when it's your season and realizing when your season is up and not being a hindrance and a canker sore and a canker worm when your season is up. Remove yourself without having to be removed. It speaks more volume to your credibility and your integrity when you do things the right way, right? And so there's that part. But anyway, every task will not be enjoyable. There have been some Sundays when I wanted to sleep in, but I knew I had to host Sunday school. I knew I had to make sure that things were in place. I may have just left the church, the day before, and now I'm coming right back, that morning. Why is that such a task? You get up and go to work to the same place to do the same thing, to say good morning to the same people at the same time every day. And so, but the thing is, like, why is that such a difference? We'll go to work and put up with people that we don't like. You gonna stand around the water cooler and talk about them? You stand in the parking lot and you talk about them. I'm like, what? How does God always get the short end of the stick and you always getting blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing? Where do you do that at? Like, sorry, you're not getting all the correct grammar tonight, so mama, just put some earbuds in and tell the Lord thank you. But I'm trying to understand. That's why I posed the question, because how do you base what you do for God off of somebody? I'm not speaking from the perspective of someone who has never been over someone or, tired of dealing with something or someone. I'm not speaking from that perspective. Baby, it happens to everybody. But I wish I would tell the Lord, not today. I'm not going to give it today. I'm not going to show up today. Man. Even on Sundays, Even on Sundays where I felt like, okay, not today, I still got convicted in my spirit. What about on them days that stuff just fell apart and you crying out to God and he looking like, you know, don't you making me repent on the wrath I want to put on you? Think he don't do it? He did it with the children of Israel when they decided they was gonna build a calf, and he trying to give the Ten Commandments, give them some morality, some tips on being moral citizens of the kingdom, trying to reteach them, and he's trying to have a conversation, have a meeting with Moses, but he's getting distracted because he can hear this wailing and all this noise that they're making down there with this golden image. And he said, you know what? How about, he said to Moses, how about we just start all over again? How about I give you a new people that will want to follow and will want to be obedient? That's why people say love on your leaders, because just because you're being a good servant, it's some in the bunch that they want to be in the midst of everything. I'm talking good. They want to be in the middle of everything, but they ain't doing nothing but stirring up confusion. The Bible is right and somebody is wrong. Period. So, I be getting mad, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, you have to make a concerted effort that you are mindful of why you do what you do. The same restraint that you can hold on a job because you're getting a check twice a month is the same restraint, if not more, that God deserves. Because it is not the person, it is the purpose and the God you serve. Okay? Okay? Don't play Elton, because I can send you a link and you can join the conversation and share. Because, once again, I'm a pastor's daughter. I am being obedient to the work that has been set before me. Not only that, but I believe that I am honoring God when I honor my parents. My walk is definitely different than most. The charge that's on my life is different. I didn't completely understand why I had to be raised the way that I was raised until I thoroughly understood the story of Samson and how his mother was told how to raise him. And I always think of the church covenant in the Baptist church, that we are to religiously educate our children. But that's actually a part of the Judaic customs. I won't have you ignorant. I'm not making this up. In the Judaic customs, they religiously educate their children. Hence the fact you see that when you see the temples, they go to the temple to learn. They still go there to learn. They have their own schools. They learn Hebrew. They learn how to read the Torah. They learned the same recitations that and scriptures that Jesus read. Jesus read from the Old Testament. They learned those scriptures. They are completely versed in their religion, in their spirituality by 12 years old. That's when they had the bar mitzvah, the understanding that they are now able to make a educated decision for themselves on their religious stature in life. So all of that, you know what I'm saying? All of that is what it's what makes it's what puts everything together. It's the glue that holds everything. So when I serve, that's the mindset that I serve with, that this what I'm doing. Then one thing that my father would say, how can I expect others to follow and my household not follow? Well, that was never an issue because my mother was ensuring that if this is what was being done, we're all in tow. And then not only that, but then my grandmother, my mom's mother, she participated in stuff. She was one of the great, one of, not the, but one of many great givers to the ministry of Holy Mount Calvary. But she had a home church. But it's because, you see what I'm saying? There was order. And there is order. So I feel, okay, well, ministry is going to continue. And they labor well in the Lord and still continue to labor well. So my motivation is, I want to honor God and I'm going to honor my parents. My father is pleased. My father is pleased with how things are progressing. And I feel like those things, that's how it's supposed to be. It was never a thing of, oh, I don't have, my dad didn't have a son, so there's no son to lay this task on. Well, I wasn't about to sit there and just let it drop because he didn't. You see what I'm like? Oh, so many conversations could come out of this one thing, you know. And once again, that task isn't always enjoyable. Things happen. Sometimes people don't come to church. Sometimes people don't show up to do what they're supposed to do. And they don't communicate effectively. But does that mean that the church is supposed to stop? And I'm going to tell you something. In my 20s, I spent a lot of time being frustrated. Because it was like, how can you not show up to church to do what you know you're supposed to do and think that things are just supposed to go rosy and dandy for you? Then, over the course of time, things start happening. And then, Jesus, yeah. And I'm sitting there, now, not trying to be cynical, but I'm like, well, how long did you think the Lord was going to put up with that? And then I have to ask God, why am I like this? Why do I see things like that? And then he simply says, because you're different. Because you have a leader mindset. Because you didn't just go to church. You actually absorbed. You actually paid attention to things. And now you can't unsee. I can't unsee it. Do you know how many times I just, like, before I don't even. And he's like, you still gonna see it. I'm gonna still show it to you. It's gonna come out when you start praying, because you're gonna start calling stuff out, and that's why I have to stay prayerful. That's why I'm always praying for other people. And I know I should be praying for myself. I know I got things that I need God to do for me. There are areas that I want the Lord to work on for me, but he keeps putting his people in front of me. Oh. So every task will not be enjoyable. It will not. Every task will not be enjoyable. You know? Oh. Thank you, Johnson. I appreciate that. I'll try. That leader thing, I be trying to put that over there, Lord. Let me just serve. I don't have to lead. Just put that over there. Cause I'm trying to tell you. I had a talk with one of my friends today. He asked me, he said, Fran, have you considered the thought that you might be called to pastor. I said, have you considered the thought that we could hang this phone up and not have this conversation? No, leave me alone. Like, leave me be. I love what I do. Like, I'm serving and I'm happy about it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hey, Dr. Brown is in the building. Good evening to you too, sir. Good evening. The tribe wished you a happy birthday not many days ago. Bless you, sir. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's the idea today. Like if we are going to be completely honest, if we're going to be completely honest about how everything comes together and what really motivates us, one of my friends, he said, pa- uh, Pastor PG, he said that his death certificate was my birth certificate. So for those that don't get it, all to Jesus I owe. And my response to him was, because it's the least. It's the least that I could do. What shall I render unto the Lord for all of his benefits towards me? What can I give the one who gives me everything? 90 minutes on Sunday and nothing more. Sound about right? Were those your feet I just stepped on? I'm sorry. But let's tell the truth. I honor the Lord with my life. Really. Do tell. Do tell. You honor the Lord with your life? Okay. All right. It's more to being motivated and serving in your local church than just showing up on Sunday. Some churches, they don't even feed the hungry. Do you? Your church doesn't do it. So did you attempt to put something in motion? See, don't come telling me what your church don't do and not say what you tried to do to help with that. Because sometimes churches don't have anyone to do those things. And then, let's be honest, there are some churches that will tell, we've never done that before, and we've been doing it this way for over 35 years, and and you're gonna die doing it the same way. And then when the church died too, then what? So yes, I get it, y'all. Every church is not upward-minded, forward-thinking people. There are there are still some churches that if the only musician we have is a washboard and a cowbell, that's what it's gonna be, because that is the culture of that church. May they live long and prosper until everybody die. I don't know what else to tell you, okay? But what I'm saying to you is, and then how many other churches did you pass on your way to that one? Because see, this is the other thing. Stop talking about the church you left. Ooh. Oh. Stop it, please. In your effort to try to make them look bad and make yourself look like you're so high. Cause see, the worst statement you could ever make is, I wasn't being fed. Was your mouth open? Did you express your hunger? I'm trying to be nice today. I don't think it's going so well though. I'm just gonna be honest. Because, like, how do you fix your mouth to talk about a place and then you still want to keep in contact with people from there? You got to be about the, is this thing on? You got to be about the messiest person ever. Ever. That is messy. You motivated to be messy is what you are. And then, this the other one. Don't talk about the church that tried to correct you. You know you're not. Oh, what, Lord? I'm trying to. Okay. I'm trying not to go there, but if you know you're not living right and everybody know it and leadership comes to you about it, your retort to that is, well, I mean, how you gonna talk to me about how I'm doing? What about this one? What about this one? And Pastor, you ain't it. You better duck, dodge, and run. Because you all out of order. The sheep don't tell the shepherd what direction to go in. You out of order. He got a God that will deal with him. He's been given charge as the under shepherd over you. And maybe, just maybe, he's trying to keep you from making the mistakes that he's making. Because who said he was perfect in the first place? Listen, y'all really don't want to have this conversation. Like, I don't know. I'm really trying to, hold on, cause see, maybe this, let me slow down, cause I'm on the runway, okay? Yeah. Maybe, just maybe. But see, listen, that whole idea that can't nobody tell you nothing. You don't want nobody telling you nothing. Because the person telling it to me, they ain't in no position. Did it ever occur to you that maybe they're trying to keep you from making mistakes that they made? That's like, why is it you ain't nothing but the pot calling the kettle? Well, welcome to it, blackity black. We black. Yes. Because maybe you won't have such a hard road to go that I went. I have a friend who will vehemently say, I tell girls all the time, just because that boy say he love you, that don't mean spread your knees. Been there, done that. Raised a daughter. She graduated from college. Working the job as a teacher now. But, she was on my hip walking across the stage at my high school graduate. I've heard my friend mentor and speak to people about things like that. Because she understood the assignment. She understood her journey. You feel what I'm saying? So she's not out here trying to make herself seem better than someone, but in my eyes she is, because she overcame her situation and then decided not to just walk around with her nose up. She decided to reach back and pull somebody else up. Maybe, just maybe, while you're so focused on the faults of somebody, maybe they're trying to help you not make the mistakes that they made. Maybe that's what drives your pastor to keep getting up every Sunday and preaching the gospel. Because when it's all said and done, it's a two-edged sword. So I can't give it to you without it cutting me first. Now, let me flip the coin. You ready? Here you go. Now, there are some that will get up there and do it in the most pious of ways, as if they have no faults or flaws and no one sees them. Okay? I get that. But once again, I'm going to go back to it. How many churches did you pass up on your way to the one that you're trying to run your mouth and talk about? Why I feel like I'm fussing today? Oh, listen. This is why I do my show on Friday after I have had the entire week to process whatever thoughts. So that way, when I convey them, I'm not just giving a one-sided opinion. I'm literally able to look at both sides of it. Hence the start of the show where I said that there are still some topics that I will not discuss because I feel that I cannot be completely unbiased, meaning I can look at both sides of it. But on this particular topic, I will walk up and down it because I get it. Yes, there are some things that maybe I will understand a little bit different because, can I just be honest and let's just share real truth? I heard Larry go ahead. But no, listen. the idea, the idea that maybe I won't have the same tune once my father is no longer a pastor. Let's see how you serve and what you do when that's not what you're called to do. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said that maybe my opinion is biased in some respects. And there's some pieces to the puzzle that, when they say we'll understand it by and by, sure. But in the meantime, if I can help somebody, that's what I'm going to do. But regardless, okay, I can go like this. Just because I had one bad experience with being a praise and worship leader, it didn't deter me from assisting and helping other ministries. Because it wasn't about the people. It was about the need. You see what I'm saying? Can I get off the soapbox now? Because I feel like the word is going forth and where you fed. Excuse me. Well, I'm just being honest, y'all. Good grief. I mean, and I really feel like, there are a lot of people that have this type of mindset. Like, it's people based. It's people based, not God based. Okay, so the thought that just went through my head right now, there is no way I would feel comfortable standing in front of God saying, I didn't do what you asked me to do because of those people. Nope. I don't see that going over so well. Nah. I don't think he's going to buy that. You know why? Because based on the Bible, he didn't buy it before. Why would he start now? Jonah didn't want to go. Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh. So he went to Tarsus instead. He found Shaq and got on the Carnival boat, and because the pandemic had opened up. Could you imagine Medea telling that story? So, he saw Shaq and he was like, he saw the Shaq commercial and he was like, you know what? I ain't going to Nineveh. I'm about to get on this boat and I'm about to go to Cabo. And while he was on his way to Cabo, Shamu was swimming by. And Shamu bumped the boat while Jonah was doing the Titanic thing on the front of the boat. He was just free. He was just out there. And Shamu bumped the boat. And as soon as Jonah fell, Shamu did the SeaWorld jump and swallowed him up. Oh, I like my version of the story. I like my version. I prefer my version of that story. Shamu. Yup. Shamu had. Can I tell my story the way I want to tell it? I'm just saying, God gonna get the glory. But yeah, Jonah didn't want to go, and so Shamu had grabbed him, right? And so when Shamu grabbed it. I want it so ghetto tonight. When Shamu grabbed him, and he was all in the belly, and Jonah was like, "Bro, let me out, let me out." And Shamu was like, "Nah, I can't do that, bro." And so then he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go. You for real? You gonna go? Yeah. Guess what, bro? We already here, right? So anyway, but the real talk. Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh because he felt like they were unrepentant people. They weren't going to receive the word. Y'all know I'm silly, but they weren't gonna receive the word, so he was like, "Okay, fine, whatever, God, I'm gonna go preach." But they not gonna receive it. And what I'm gonna do when I get done preaching, I'm gonna go sit up here under this juniper tree, and I'm gonna sit there and watch you destroy them. Cause watch, you gonna get mad. You gonna get mad. Why am I wasting my breath? Jonah had the attitude of a person that has been burned and is people led. Jonah was so determined. He just knew the Lord was going. He just knew God was going to destroy him because they weren't going to receive the word. They weren't going to change. And so he thought, I'm just going to sit here. He fell asleep. And God's so loving. He still allowed him to have some shade while he was waiting on God to do what he told him to. He was like, because they ain't going to listen, so you might as well destroy him. Didn't work before. So that's why I said, it ain't gonna work. I can't imagine myself standing before the Lord and saying to him, well, the reason I didn't go and the reason I didn't do was because of those people. It didn't work with Moses. So it's like what are we doing? Why are we so affected by people and people don't bother God? God got that. God will send the ones that are going to understand and they're going to get the vision. Remember how these last couple of weeks I've been so happy because it's like God has been answering my prayers left and right. From blessings in my personal life, to the blessings with people that are going to work on the teams and do things and help coming out of nowhere. Like, can I quote Hezekiah Walker's song? Why should I worry? Why should I fret? Look at all the ways he's made in every promise met. I look to the hills from whence cometh my help. I'll tell you where my help cometh. Come on, where my choir members? Tell you where my help cometh. Yes. That's how I feel. That's really how I feel. Matter of fact, I'm going to listen to that song before I leave today. Like, that's how bomb he is. Because you don't know? Yes. I'm serious. You got it, right? Thank you.
I'll be your interpreter.
Oop. Try my phone trying to be my interpreter right now.
Okay, I'll stop translating.
Oh my goodness. Yes! Come on, sing the song, people. That's what I'm talking about. I'm so serious. That's really how I feel. Like, There are just some things that I don't even stress over it anymore. For what? I actually get a kick out of, now how he about to do it this time? How is he gonna work it out? How is the plan gonna come together this time? Like, I'll wait. I'll wait and watch him do it. Even if it gets tough, even if it's a struggle, I'm going to learn something in that struggle. Even if it makes me cry, I'm happy now, but I cried on Monday because it did hurt. That's the thing. There are things that it's going to hurt. And most times it's seeing the lack of care in people that will make it hurt. And it's like, let me put it like this. Once you get to the point where you realize there are some people who will watch you swim by yourself, will watch you struggle, will not throw you any help, will sit right there and watch. Once you realize that, how are you about to go out? I'm telling the truth. Listen, people. Some will know what all it takes to make things happen and will be perfectly fine with knowing it and will never offer a helping hand. This is why when I realized the fact, you know what? When people say, Fran, you shouldn't be out late, this probably I shouldn't. But I didn't make it to almost 40, not knowing how to take care of myself and how to watch my own back, watch my own six. I am my own backup. And that mindset is what has been the grind in me, that I have to make it happen for myself. I'm an only child. There are no brothers and sisters. I have cousins. I have people that want to call themselves brothers and sisters. But when the fact get tough, I had to find which one I can say. When the rubber hit the road, there we go. Whew, that was a scary one. When the rubber really hits the road, what I have is me. That's it and that's all. So when you see me working, when you see me grinding it out, when you see me making things happen, come on. You know why? I'm built different, y'all. And I think a lot of you are built different as well. Once again, I'm only talking about myself, so you won't say I was talking about you. You can sip on that one. And this is McDonald's coffee. No more of that nasty pumpkin spice stuff, because you know it's that time of the year again. And I will not, my mother tricked me once. It will never happen again. That stuff was nasty, okay? Ugh. I love my cup of coffee when I'm talking to y'all. Really, I do. Oh, it's already been an hour? Child, this was a good conversation. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. You have your own angel watching. Child, and let me tell you something. Y'all pray for that angel. Because listen, I know I give that angel a run for the money. And 2 for the show. I'm serious. And when I get to heaven, it's a couple of things I want. I want to high five my granddaddy. I want to give Jesus a hug just to say thank you. Every time I say that, I get choked up because I mean that out of the bottom of my heart. Have you ever just loved somebody so much that it's like, even if I did something wrong and he said I got to depart from him, can I just give you a hug first? I just want to say thank you for the chance. Like when you get to that point in your walk with Christ where it's like, man, I just want to give him a hug and say thank you. I'm looking forward to the day I can look him in his face and say thank you. That's how much I love the Lord. Okay, man. See? Wow. Cause it ain't for nothing, man. I don't go like this just because it's cute. It ain't cute. Y'all should see me on some Sundays. It is not cute. Heels went out the window when the pandemic happened. I do this because I really love Jesus. Like, this ain't about being cute. Sometimes I feel like I'm more dressed up for my show with y'all than cause on Sunday I'm in my zone. Like I want things right. Wow. So I was saying, it's a couple things I want to do. I want to high five my daddy Lee. And I ain't seen that man since 1990. I want to high five my daddy Lee. I want to give Jesus a hug. And then I want to ask. Never mind. I'm going to stop. I want to ask my guardian angel, how did you do it, man? I want to tell him, I want to just, yeah, he deserve a high five too, because, whoo. Poor thing. Poor thing. I know when he got his assignment. Her? For real. It's nobody else. Like, okay, I ain't gonna have to pick her up now because, you know, she ain't shy from the dinner table. Throw the whole show away. Oh, let me stop. I'm trying to stop from crying. Cause every time I think about that, when I see Jesus, it's amen. Listen, oh man, but that angel, I feel sorry for him. Ooh, I feel so sorry for that boy. I ain't gonna have to pick her up, cause you know, sis ain't walking by no fried chicken. And you know, and then, can you? Ooh, I wish I could just sit in on that conversation. Jesus, it's nobody else I can be assigned to because it's a lady in her church that make banana pudding and cheesecake, and she act like she got to always have one every time she posted on Facebook. You sure I can't be assigned to somebody else with a smaller waistline that believes in fasting? How about I know she like to pray, but she ain't too keen on the fasting. So can we find somebody that like to fast and pray? I wonder how many times has my guardian angel almost quit. Okay, let me stop. Whew. That was funny. That was funny to me. Okay, y'all. We got to wind this thing down. Let's get to those good vendors you already know. Oh, wait a minute. I had my book with me tonight. I made sure I kept it in my backpack for y'all. Sheila Harris wrote a book on the role of women in ministry. I'm for sure gonna share it next week. Man, I can't believe I did that. Cause it's not in here. I left it in another part. But anyway, oh man, I'm so mad at myself for that. I think I got so wound up on this topic, like I just really wanted to make sure I peeled back the layers in every possible area of it. And if I miss some, you all know that you can send me a message. You can send a message here, right here. If you text tribe to that number right there, you'll be able to send me stuff. You'll be able to send me messages direct. And then when I send you a message, you don't have to worry about it being sent to other people or, the big group long text messages. Everybody gets an individual message type of thing. I love what God is doing through me. I love it. I'm excited because I just never know what he's going to do next. I never know how he's going to use an idea or a thought in a different type of way. So I'm always excited about that. But I got to let y'all go. But I need you to know I love you. And I wanted to talk about this topic tonight because I want you to stay motivated. I want you to know that there is a place where you can serve and they will be happy to have you. You don't have to be miserable. But the thing is, you ought to also check and make sure it's not you. And if your personality isn't jiving with somebody else's and you can't treat it the same way you would with your job, now, and then, let me be clear. But there's some people, they don't have no problem walking off a job because, I'm not getting along with this person. Okay, that's fine. We'll see what your service credits look like in about a good 30 years. Oh, you didn't have benefits anyway, huh? That was mean. Okay, I'm sorry. See, this is what, once again, how I know the Lord is working on me, because I realized that might have been a bit harsh. But was it true? Not my business. Anyway, I just saw the job posted on. Can you knock it off, please? Please. Listen, I'm trying, y'all. Really, I am. I'm trying. But for real, let me stop. So the idea is, I'm mindful of the fact that there are some people that will also walk off of a job as well. But my thing is, listen, give God more respect than you give your job. Because he makes all of that possible. I know you've heard it time and time again, but I know it's just something about knowing that check is coming for sure on every other Friday, or on the 5th and the 20th. You know for sure it's coming. Better than that the EBT and the first of the month, wake up. Sidebar, okay, on the first of the month, I had to go to the store because I wanted to get my snacks and stuff. I wanted my chips and stuff like that to go with my soup and whatever the case for my lunch, right? And I'm trying to figure out, why is there so many people out at this time of night? What is going on with the world? And then it hit me. It was November 1st. And you know how I am. I'm walking out the store. I said, oh, it's the 1st. That's why all these people. And as I'm getting ready to say it, I look when the lady about to go, can you spend? I'm like, it ain't. I can't spend nothing. You got it. It's the 1st of the month. Get out of my face. Man, if you don't knock it off. I don't even carry cash on me like that no more. And then this the one get me. You can see me with my card in my hand. And can you spare some change? Can I break this and give you some? Like, no. God bless you as you go. But can I pump your gas anyway? It's all right, bro. I'm just trying to be nice. I don't let people do stuff for me and I can't pay them. God bless you as you go. Maybe they got some quarters or something over there. Leave me alone. Why I can't pump your gas? Because I don't want you touching the door thing. You got some hand sanitizer? Oh, sis, it ain't even like that. God bless you as you go. I love y'all. It's been fun. Because y'all know I can go on and I'll be on a tangent. But I love you all dearly. This has been great. This has been great. This has been a good conversation. A range of emotions, a range of conversation, a range of opinions. And I thank you all for always sharing your opinions and being the awesome tribe that you are. And to those that are going to be watching the replays, you already know I love you dearly and appreciate you so much. Until next week, do something in your local church. Something. Show up. Something. Let God know you appreciate all of his benefits towards you. Because after all, it's the least that you could do for all that he does for us. Bye. Love you.